Welcome back to InSight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Mary Louise Van Atta.
And we have with us today members of the Willamette Master Chorus. Again, our good friends. Would you please welcome Dr. Paul Clemmy. He is the Artistic Director of the Willamette Master Chorus, now celebrating 20 years with the organization. Congratulations. And fellow board member and soprano section leader, Amy Larson Amend. Hi, welcome. What can you tell us about the Willamette Master Chorus that people need to know?
Well, thank you. It's always so good to be here with both of you. I'm so proud to be a part of this organization. Now, you're talking about anniversaries. We yet have another anniversary to make sure that everyone knows that we are in our 35th year this year with 2019-2020. So there's lots of anniversaries and a lot to celebrate. The Willamette Master Chorus, for me, and I hope for the community, is one of the musical gems. That if people want to hear great classical music, great choir music, that the Willamette Master Chorus is here for everyone in the Willamette Valley.
Oh, we've seen it over the years grow to incorporate dance and theater, and it's an amazing event, isn't it now?
Sure is, yeah. We've done so many things over the years. I think we've done a really good job of trying to hit a little bit here, a little bit there, so that people can really come out of the woodwork sometimes to enjoy a concert that maybe they didn't think that the Willamette Master Chorus offered.
People are asking, where do you get all of your singers?
Well, Amy is a prime example of the kind of singer that I hope to have in the chorus. So Amy is a teacher of voice. She's a choir director in a local church. She's also very passionate about the arts. So she would be an example of the kind of person. So the folks that audition for the chorus, they come from all over the Willamette Valley. We do actually have people that come from Portland area.
Really?
And some people as far south as Corvallis. And so they all come together in Salem. They're all musicians, passionate people. Most of them do it for hobby. But it's you have to pass a little bit of barrier and audition with the conductor, and then we're set to go.
I want to know a little bit more about what you do for veterans. Could you please tell us about that? Tell us, our audience, why you started doing that programming aimed just for Veterans Day.
Ladies, I believe that the mission behind our Veterans Concert is to honor and celebrate those that have served in our armed forces. Not only those that have actually served, but I'm thinking about the families who have sacrificed because their loved one has been away. And so 15 years ago, I looked around the community of Salem and I thought, what is happening on Veterans Day? I was a little surprised to know that there was not very much at all. And I thought the Willamette Master Chorus can fill this little void that says, we're going to pause here on November 11 to make sure that people remember how their freedom is sustained. And that freedom is preserved because of the men and women that are in our armed forces.
It's a way that we can say thank you, to give back to the community, to recognize people who maybe in their life haven't always been recognized and thanked for their service.
And we actually had a Vietnam vet come and visit our rehearsal. And he talked to us a little bit about the fact that as a Vietnam vet, I think we all remember that it was not a good homecoming for the veterans at that time. And so especially for the Vietnam vets, that for us to put on this concert to honor those men and women who served in that particular conflict at that difficult time, he is overwhelmed with the fact that we can do this for him and that he can stand in that audience, listen to the music that we give them, and that he feels validated.
Mm-hmm. Well, and this is a kind of concert that you can go to with your child, with your grandparents, multi-generational, and we're being exposed to that music too.
What is on this year's program?
Well, this year I thought for our 15th anniversary concert that we would take a look back at some of the pieces that we've done before. So I know that the veterans have told me, I love it when you do the traditional music, the patriotic music, the music that meant so much to me when I was in the service. So I've chosen music that's from World War II, as we all know in the 40s, Broadway musicals were a big deal. So we're going to do some things from South Pacific.
Oh.
We're going to do a piece from a musical called On the Town by Leonard Bernstein.
Oh.
We're going to do a piece from the 1960s musical Hair. We're going to do The Age of Aquarius.
Oh my gosh.
And Let the Sun Shine In. So all of these different periods, that was the music that resonated with the vets. So we're going to do some traditional music. We're going to sing an Irish lullaby called Danny Boy. Have you ever heard of that piece?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So all of these pieces that would resonate with the vets. And then we're going to end up the concert with a remembrance piece by John Rutter called The Requiem. John Rutter wrote a Requiem Mass in honor of his father who died. We are going to end our concert recognizing and remembering those that have served, were killed in action, or those people that served and now are no longer with us.
I understand that you use children in your choruses. How do parents learn more about that? I mean, what's going on there?
Right, well, we've done it many different ways. And what's happening right now that I'm very proud of is that on our Veterans Concert, we will have 4 kids from each one of the high schools in the area that were recommended by their director to sing that John Rutter Requiem. Oh, so we have about 36 kids from high schools in Salem-Keizer, but also Dallas, Staten. We're reaching out to those 2 communities as well.
That the Willamette Master Chorus goes out into the community and works with the schools and sort of raising the next generation of young singers. I mean, you're a section leader, you know all about that.
Yeah, I think it's something that not only are we really passionate about that, but it is part of our mission statement at Willamette Master Chorus to reach out into the community to foster education, music education in our schools. So as a section leader, I value my time with those students very much.
Well,
and Amy also teaches private lessons in a project that we've just now partnered with that's called Music Lessons Project. And so every one of the high schools, including the middle schools, we have now raised over $5,000 this year to pay teachers like Amy to go to the schools and give private lessons to kids who cannot afford private lessons. So we have also reached out that way.
well, that's outstanding.
And so we can go to your website and donate to your cause, maybe volunteer to help at a concert.
Absolutely.
Wendy will be auditioning for you soon. It'll be fantastic. I will definitely come to your first concert. That's great. Will you come back and
You'll be the one and only one there.
will you two come back and tell us more about some of the concerts in the future? and what you're
Absolutely,
doing?
we sure will.
It's always so good to hear from you. Give us your website one more time.
Sure. Pretty easy. If you do a search for Willamette Master Chorus, it comes right up. But officially, it's www.willamettemasterchorus.org.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you
forward to
so
seeing
much for joining us. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Mary Louise Van Atta, and we'll see you next time.
If I weren't singing every week with the Master Chorus, I would probably just be singing, kids' songs at home. So it allows me to keep my technique up, to stay current with the different philosophies of music making, and certainly I get to sing with an orchestra. I mean, every year we do masterworks, we sing with orchestra. Those are experiences that outside of usually a college environment, you never get to have. Don't give up on your inner singer. If you sang if you sing in your church choir, if you sang in high school, college, if you read music, and sometimes even if you didn't, if you just have a really good ear, try. So I would just say, don't be afraid and go for it, and we would love to have you in our community.